There we go. Why was that just loud?
I think it played over the...
What the heck?
That was awesome.
All right, our first fight of the evening.
There we go.
Have a very interesting welterweight matchup between Jack Congdon of Lakeville MMA and Jordan Butler out of Regiment Training Center. Queuing up Metallica is Jack Congdon, who's coming to us off of his triangle victory over Sean Rigo at Cage Titans Combat Night 2.
Yeah, and Sean Rigo took that fight on short notice. He stepped up for Jack Congdon, and Jack Congdon took care of business. He got that, it was a triangle,
First round triangle.
First round triangle. It was a beautiful finish, and he's back for more.
Very large welterweight, standing
Large
at
and lean.
6'1".
Big dude.
Large, lean.
6'2", I apologize.
Boom.
Yeah, and he was very persistent with the submission attempts. He went for the triangle on a couple of different occasions that Sean Rigo was able to power out of, which is a sort of resilience that you don't get to see too much at that level of the amateur ranks. So his fight maturity blossomed in that first fight. So I'm excited to see his second one.
Looks
Yeah.
very confident circling the cage right now.
Very
Got a
confident
mean
in
look
his
on
second
his
appearance.
face. Got a real mean look on his face.
And, coming from a good team, Lakeville MMA, they've kind of been on the come up recently. They've got a lot of good fighters coming up. But Jordan Butler is a teammate of Sean Rigo coming from Regiment. So, Rigo lost that fight, and Regiment, the coaches over there, said, hey, we got another guy for this guy.
Yeah, Jordan Butler, going to be a clash of builds here. He stands 5'8" to the towering Jack Congdon, but not deterred whatsoever about the reach disadvantage that he's going to overcome in this fight. He had a TKO win over João da Silva back in March of 2018 and has been inactive since. So this is a bit of a layoff, about a year and a half for him, but excited to get this Plymouth crowd on its feet, kicking off Cage Titans 46.
I think excited's an understatement. He is fired up right now.
Especially with Regiment, a highly decorated camp with local professional Mitch Raposo fighting later on this card, as well as Aaron Hughes taking center stage in the second fight. And obviously, Jorgen De Castro reigning from Regiment Training Center, who just won his UFC debut and the UFC in Australia just a few months ago.
Yeah, Coach Brian Raposo there.
There.
And his coach, Tommy Teixeira, who's recently promoted to black belt by Tim Burrell.
A couple of dangerous men there in the corner of Jordan Butler as he takes his walk to the prep point, ready to make his inaugural walk to that Plymouth Memorial Hall stage. Enters with confidence as we await our tail of the tape to make this one official.
Tail of the tape here, we got Jack Congdon, 22 years old, Jordan Butler, 27. And you see the height advantage there, 6'1", and also the reach advantage is 75 inches versus 69. Both guys weighed in 170, 171, and we're good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the first bout of the evening. An amateur welterweight matchup scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with an amateur record of 1 victory and no defeats. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds. From Lakeville, Massachusetts, representing Lakeville MMA, give it up for Jack Congdon! And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with an amateur record of 1 victory and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 171 pounds. From Middletown, Rhode Island, representing Regiment Training Center, let's hear it for Jordan Butler!
All right, official introductions have been made. We're ready to go. Both guys eager to get in the center of the cage.
You get to start announcing.
Our referee for this matchup is John English. Sorry about that. Did not announce. The cage door is shut and locked. Congdon in the short black trunks. Butler in the black with the red trim. Coming out swinging. Oh, beautiful right hand.
Oh, he's looking for the head and arm.
Slam on his face. Referee John
slam.
English took a quick peek in there to make sure the consciousness was still there in Jordan Butler, but throwing heavy leather early forces the takedown in the quick clinch exchange. Body triangle right off the bat as he takes the back. Does Jack Congdon.
Butler needed to throw him there, and then he waited too long, so Jack was able to pick him up and slam him. Oh, he's looking for that neck.
Yeah, Condon's got those long legs. He's going to be able to stretch him out here.
And he's got that instep with that body triangle on the left side as well. Good job fighting off that choke, keeping the chin tucked and turning into him is Jordan Butler, trying to get those shoulders on the mat, and a cut already on the left eye of Jordan Butler.
Congo's doing a good job of controlling the head and arm, but what Butler needs to do is actually get his body parallel to the mat and switch his side so the foot of the body triangle is actually facing the ground.
It's not quite under the chin, but a lot of pressure from the very strong Jack Congdon, who's got that fully locked, and it's still under the chin. Great tenacity and toughness from Jordan Butler.
Butler's doing
he needs
the right
to push
things.
up on that elbow and try and sneak his chin underneath. There he does, on cue.
What I think he's trying to do is actually sneak his chin down.
Yep.
But he also needs to turn to the other side. What he's doing is defending well, but
great job fighting the hands.
Long way here.
Wow, very nice. Good composure to stay calm there in that situation.
Belly's down for a brief moment, eats a couple punches now, goes back to the side back take. Body triangle still in full effect here.
Yeah, that body triangle is going to be tough to work with.
That body triangle is going to suck the wind out of Butler as well.
Yeah, Congdon's got those long legs.
Using them well. Using them very well. Great ground and pound from here. But he's going to lose position if he doesn't. There he goes.
Ooh, he lost the triangle. Butler's working his way out.
Got to be careful of that arm. Congdon trying to isolate that arm.
Be looking for an arm bar.
Yeah.
He's got his hands clasped, but Congdon trying to fight that grip.
Broke the grip there, but he got it right back.
Still doesn't have that head isolated for the arm bar.
Slowly he's peeling away. And look at that.
With the reversal, finds himself in top position. Dangerous triangle attempts from Jack Congdon in his last outing. Oh, just missed that haymaker.
Big. Oh.
Butler is throwing bombs.
That one gave Jack Congdon a haircut.
He's got to be careful.
Got to get his arm out of there.
Nice. Oh, he's looking to pass.
Great
Very
pass.
nice pass.
10 seconds left in the round.
Look
A
at that
sneaky triangle attempt. How'd that get there?
Oh, he's got to fight. He's got to fight.
Got to beat the bell. Got to beat the
Nice.
bell.
Bell might have saved him there, as that was looking
Definitely saved him.
like a tricky attempt at a triangle armbar. Slick submission skills and jiu-jitsu control from Jack Congdon, who's about to see his second round for the first time of his amateur career, as is Jordan Butler. The first time they're seeing a second round.
I think the doctor's going to take a look at Butler's eye. It's looking swollen.
Butler's eye is bleeding, but Congdon does have a little mouse under his eye. Might not see it, but Butler was throwing bombs early before he got picked up and dropped.
Yeah, Butler landed a couple of heavy right hands and some short exchanges that definitely woke Jack Congdon up, as did they wake up the crowd here at Plymouth Memorial Hall, because there was a fight in the phone booth for a minute before it took to the ground.
Yeah, and Butler did a great job in that round, just staying composed, getting out of those submission attempts. And when he was on top, he was throwing bombs.
No, those connected too. Those didn't miss. Dude, look at the mouse under Jack's eye.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Round two about to get started. Both fighters ready to go and pick things up where they left off.
Oh, touching gloves again.
Nice jab from Congdon, using his reach now in the stand. Over the top with that right hand again.
Butler's trying to bang right here.
Yeah, he wants to make it ugly.
A little wobbly there.
Good pressure there against the wall, using the head.
Great head control. Lost it there, but using his head to control Butler's head is right there. Going up.
Looking for a takedown.
Such a critical part in this clinch game is being able to position your forehead into your opponent's jaw and temple to keep their head plastered up and gain leverage yourself. Congdon looking to separate and fire. Lands a good right hand off the break.
Nice knee by Butler. Congdon keeps that pressure in tight, though.
Underhook now on the left side for Jordan Butler. See how he elects to use it.
Looks like an over-under from here. But it looks like he's just using it to rest. He's going to spin out if he's going to use it effectively.
That's a big welterweight leaning on him there.
Oh, grab the fence there.
Yeah, lost position. That's terrible.
Now
better than
Butler
losing a point.
Yeah, nice kick.
See if Butler's got to throw some leather. He's backing up here. There we go.
Lands one on the cheek. Definitely a big mouse on that eye of Jack Congdon. Big knockdown from Jack Congdon.
Butler's got to move here.
Butler's got to show movement. He's fighting up, though.
He's working.
He's trying to move.
Congdon's got it here.
There we go.
There's
A stoppage from Johnny English. And a good stoppage. Butler was exhausted. He took a serious shot that put him on his butt, and Congdon went in with some tenacity to get that finish. He went in for the takedown off of the knockdown, but just couldn't muster up the energy to progress his position enough. Took too many unanswered shots and a good stoppage at the amateur level. But what a barn burner to start off Cage Titans 46.
Can't ask for a better start than that, right?
Great fight to start out with. You know, both guys were throwing heavy leather. And Butler got wobbled there, man, and he just got stuck in that sprawl position.
A big-time counter. Get that replay of the finish. And Jordan Butler back to his feet. Seems to be all right.
Doctor's checking him out.
That was a beautiful two-piece combination that Congdon was able to land that scored the initial knockdown that started the onslaught for the finish. But quick start for Cage Titans 46 at the welterweight division.
Big slams, big bombs. No better way to start than that.
Love it. A little bit of everything in that fight. Andy will have the official decision here for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these two warriors. Referee John English has called a stop to this matchup at 1 minute 42 seconds of round number 2, giving you your winner by TKO, Jack